Good day, everyone, and welcome to Obidient Family TV. The program is Hope Alive. Yes, there is hope, and the new Nigeria is possible. Now, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on your time zone. Once again, we're here to have discussions on the things that are happening in Nigeria. As you know, as of today, the breaking news is that the Federal High Court in Abuja has issued an ex parte order stopping the production and distribution of the Nigeria and its criminal justice system. The book written by Dele Farotimi, of course, that is what is trending right now in Nigeria. And of course, we'll also be talking about a senior advocate of Nigeria, Adebayo Adenipekun, who has filed a lawsuit against Dele Farotimi again at the Oyo State High Court in Ibadan. Too many issues are rising from this Dele Farotimi's book. And of course, we'll just bring in a comic about the Edo State APC chairman, Jarrett, who threatened Nigerians who criticized Governor Babolo of Edo State for the woeful budget presentation, and of course said so many delegatory words, especially saying he's going to force people out of Edo State just because the governor was not outspoken during that very this. So let's stand. I'm not the only one to have the discussion. I have Angel in the studio, and of course we have active Nigerians who are joining us via Zoom.
Welcome to the program Hope Alive. Sit tight. Relax. Let's discuss.
Yes, as you are joining us on this very discussion, please do like and share, of course, so that other Obedience and active Nigerians will know that Obedient Family TV is live. Now, Angel, as we go towards the direction of the people who are waiting to have this conversation with us today, I want to first take your takes, because we see the way that these issues has been escalating from Ekiti Magistrate Court to the Ekiti Federal High Court, and now to Oyo State High Court, and another one again, Busa, from Abuja Federal High Court. And these are all on Dele Farotimi, on one person whom Nigerians have adjudged as somebody who is spoken for them, somebody who, even without the book that we are talking about, have been speaking about the injustice that is happening in Nigeria. Dele Farotimi can be characterized as a victim of Nigeria. You know, they usually say, let Nigeria not happen to you. Exactly. Nigeria has happened to Dele Farotimi, and I don't want our people, Nigerians, to desert him at this hour, irrespective of the circumstances that he is, you know, that some of the detractors are talking about right now. So tell me what you think about the stoppage of the book. Do you think that it affects Dele Farotimi? Because we have seen him in different places where he's saying he doesn't need the money that comes from the book, that number one.
Yeah, he goes to the charity.
Exactly. And again, the Afad Babalola saying he needs the royalty. I don't know if he's interested in the money. What is your thought on that?
Maybe he is, or maybe he's not. But the main issue is the book has gone viral.
Exactly.
He doesn't even need to retrieve the books again. I think his lawyers or his sons should advise him to just stop. He needs to rest. At 95, he needs to rest.
Okay.
He should stop fighting the man.
Okay. Then look at it from the people who are also, it is his own same people that are coming from the Oyo State High Court. So we don't know if what they intend to do is to push all documents into Nigerian courts just on Dele Farotimi, because I think it's still the same people.
You know what my opinion is about the Oyo man? He just wants to make name through Dele Farotimi. He just wants to be known. He just wants Nigerians to know him. So that
clients could patronize
exactly,
him.
Because he knows that Dele is already a name.
And also the controversy surrounding this.
Yes, because everybody will want to Google him. Everybody will want to know, who is this person again? Where is he coming from? What does he want?
So an obscure son now wants to join the race so that you'll be popular. I get you. I feel you, Angel. Then let's quickly get the people who are here to have this conversation, Mr. Bassi and Mr. Tony. But let's start with Mr. Bassi. Mr. Bassi, of course, I'm very much aware that you would have heard the trending news of the Federal High Court in Abuja, who has used an ex parte order to stop production. Now, my question is, do you think that Dele Farotimi shouldn't have been served by this very court, or told the person who is approaching this court to actually serve Dele Farotimi, so that he can be able to, tell the court why they should not give an order stopping the books? What is your thought?
Good evening, Mr. Kanu. Thank you so much for having me. And good evening, fellow panelists. Good day, Obidient, globally, wherever you're listening from. The issue with this book, of the court ex parte order, for me, I'm going to look at it from this point of view, that it further solidify or validate the position of Dele's book. You see, when you begin to see these frivolous orders by judges without recourse to the other party in this matter, and then they can hurriedly, dish out these orders, it clearly tells you that something is going on behind, and is not good for our nation. I don't know how we continue to carry out with this all this manner of frivolous orders without as laid down, and we expect that people will not continue to speak against the judiciary. So this is what we've been told the entire world, that Dele Farotimi was very right in his public. They're trying to stop the distribution. This is already too for them. Assuming you can have control over that in
Mr. Bassi, I see that they are like Glendora bookshops in Lagos, where I asked somebody to go and check, said that the Glendora bookshop has removed Rotimi's book from their shelves, and they cited a court order. I also asked somebody in Abuja to check the bookstores that are selling widely in Abuja, and they also reported that they have been served with an order. So they seem to be moving so fast. Can you tell us the implication? Because we know that even the online stuff that are selling this, like Amazon and Co., maybe they might not be got at, but I don't think that may even stop the book going still viral, because the more you stop this very book, the more I think people will be interested in getting it. However, just like we have controlled substances are selling higher in different markets because it's being controlled and people want to get it from the back door. Don't you think that this might be the case in this very book?
Yes, exactly. But again, let me also say this. I need to bring another angle to this. Don't expect the seller, the marketers of this book, who have invested money to buy this book, to just throw the book away because of one court order. Yes, they may have taken it off their shelf, but they will sell it. That's exactly what is going to happen. Because you are not going to go and retrieve out the books to you. Are you going to pay them for the money they have invested? Once the book is in their shelf, is no more in control. Dele Farotimi is no more in control of it, nor the publisher. They may have paid for the book, so they must find a way to sell that book. But they will not display it based on order, so that there will not be found to be contempt. They will not have the issue of contempt against of court content. So they will find a way to sell this book underground, and that's what is going to happen. And in doing that, you will even also see that they will even have to even go and reproduce this book, I mean, illegally. And you see all manner of things going on. So they cannot stop this book as far as I am concerned. And I also know that even this order can only be applicable in the Nigeria space. It will not be able to, for instance, if you move to Benin Republic, that book will sell in Benin Republic, even in their shelf, because that court order cannot be enforced in another jurisdiction. So that's what I'm saying. They have only helped to make this book more publicized.
More popular. Okay, I think that is it. I'll come back to you shortly. Let me get to Tony. So, Mr. Tony, banning a bestseller like Dele Farotimi's book and seizing Babarola is demanding from the Abuja court. I think it raises very serious questions about freedom of expression and intellectual property rights. You know, I understand that the courts can order enforce legal judgments, but actions that they do must align with constitutional protections. If a defamation or false claims were proven, damages could be awarded. I understand that. I know our legal system and how it works, but outright bans risk setting a dangerous precedent in this country. The Nigerian judiciary and the gatekeepers should know that legal disputes should be resolved transparently and fairly, respecting both parties' rights. Dele Farotimi's right has not been respected within the confines of the law, or he would not have been paraded in handcuffs like a criminal that we see. The public, I believe, deserves clarity on what led to such drastic measures as an ex-parte action that happened in Abuja. Mr. Tony, what is your take in this very particular decision of the Abuja court, ex-parte wise?
Well, my take on this is that these guys are coming from every angle possibly available to them to hit this guy. They want to use him as an example of what the almighty citizen can do to those who are not as great or as mighty as they are. And I still question, why are they trying to use a hammer to kill an ant? This issue, the defamation issue, some people have said that it's not a criminal issue. Some say it is to some extent. So, but the majority opinion is that this is not a criminal issue. And the maximum sentence is like 2 years in prison. If it, yeah, maximum 2 years in prison. So, trying to intimidate somebody to shut the person up and violate his fundamental rights of expression is obviously unconstitutional. But this government and other governments in Nigeria, these autocratic governments we have, right from some times ago, they always feel that they can get away with anything and everything. They can intimidate people, they can deny people their rights, they can even journalists, they harass them, they imprison them, they torture them. Why? They don't want to be exposed. I'm telling you honestly, skeletons, all these guys in the government, 99% of them have skeletons in their cupboard. And the danger in this issue now is that a lot of things concerning this man, Afe, is going to pop up in social media.
Okay, the other question that I want you to take very quickly is Mr. Bassi, that removing the books from the shelf wouldn't even stop the book from being sold. Very quickly, as our time is moving.
Well, not, because people are anxious. I was speaking with somebody in the US this afternoon, and he told me that he just read the first chapter and he was so disgusted with what he read that he just momentarily dropped the book, stopped reading the book, because he was so furious as to what is going on in the Nigerian judicial system. So there will be black market for it. If I know where to get my own copy, for sure I will. Banning it from being sold in bookstores and market space is of no use, because for Nigerians, you might be surprised that some people are now doing the audio version, and it's going to spread. If they ban the hard copy, the audio is spreading. Watch for it. Go around harassing people or intimidating people from reading audio version of the book. So watch it. Black market is the way to go. That's the next step.
Yeah, talking about black market, I also believe that it will eventually end up in the cells and pedestrian crossing cells. Nigerians are I've seen people who are actually making t-shirts and caps for this Christmas that has to deal with Dele Farotimi's book. And that brings me to question, what just happened in Edo of yesterday, the presentation that happened in Edo. Angel, let me come back to you quickly on that. Yesterday we saw a very trending video of Governor Ebolo, where he was unable to pronounce the budget that he was presenting to the House of Assembly in Edo State. And what came out today is them changing a different version of that, as if the national television did not carry that very thing. But what is surprising is that the chairman of APC, his lead spokesperson in Edo State, threatened several Edo people, even to show them the way out of the state, just for criticizing the fact that the governor was not able to pronounce. Now, we are not laughing because we feel he's unable to talk in public or be able to, assert. But okay, before I hear you, because I see that yesterday you were laughing and you were falling off your chair. Let's take a listen to what that chairman of APC had to say about the governor. He actually claimed that because why he was not able to pronounce it, Angel, is because he has not stolen money like Obaseki. It's people that can pronounce the thing very well are the people who can, who stole money and know the value of money. So Pebolo does not know the value of money. Let's take a listen to what this man said and then we'll come back.
Edo State 2025 appropriation bill of 605 billion 76 million 76. Let me take it again. 506 billion 605 billion, sorry, 776 billion, sorry, it's confusing me.
Yes, it's been, social media has been agog with the governor, our governor, a budget presentation about a mistake on 650 billion and the rest of it all. It's a normal thing. Zuma made such mistakes, and a lot of people make such mistakes. I don't know figures. You see, that is how to know original and innocent people. Obaseki will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Aswa Godalo will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Monday is not a thief, so he's not familiar with figures. So anybody who wants to talk and continue to talk is nonsense. He's the governor of the state, and he's the governor of the state. He's performing, and he's performing, and he'll continue to perform. And anybody who does not like his face should go to hell and burn to ashes. Period. And thank you.
So this is the man that we're talking about, and the previous before then you saw the video of the governor stammering. Now we are not, anybody can, actually make these mistakes, and he apologized on those mistakes he did at the house. It's a blunder. It happens to many people. But then for having the Edo State APC chairman Tenebe to threaten people, he actually said he was going to buy people. There is this very one from Frederick. He said he went further to threaten to buy the governor's critic after the failed budget presentation. And this is his tweet I want us to see. This is Jarrett's tweet. He said, some people will have to excuse us from Edo now. And if they refuse, they will be forced out. We may start with you. Then on that trend, he now said, how do you force, Fares now said, how do you force someone out of his own state for calling out a governor who called Governor Godwin or Baseki all kinds of names? Nobody ever forced you out of the state when you did that. That is from Jarrett. Then his response to Jarrett is, if I ask you to leave and you refuse, you will be fired. You can see it on the screen, so I don't want to use that word that is there. But this is a threat, direct threat, that the police, the law enforcement people should deal with. Angel, what is your take?
You see, this APC chairman of Edo State, this is someone's husband, this is someone's father. It's so shameful. His attitude, his statement, in fact, is disgustful, is distasteful, in fact, is disgusting.
Exactly. Because
he is not supposed to say this as a leader. He's the chairman, APC chairman in a whole state. And he's saying this type of thing.
He's the same person, Angel, that said during their campaign that Edo people doesn't have money to recharge DSTV to watch Arise News. The same man. These people, Edo people don't enter one chance. I've been at two chances.
And the issue is that when they keep insulting someone else, nobody will threaten them. And once someone begin to insult their own, which they call their own,
threat comes out. APC, like you say, they are all talks. Let's get the opinion of our guest, Mr. Bassi. What is your take on this? We spoke this yesterday about what transpired, and I want us to also understand the fact that people can blunder as he did, as the governor did in the House of Assembly, and own up to it, because it can happen to anybody. But why come to threaten people just because people are, criticizing what happened to him? That after all, the people who are managing him did not manage it well. If he cannot read those things as in this, they can put it in words for him to read in words. After all, he said he's a PhD holder and he's senator for that very matter. What is your take, Mr. Bassi?
Mr. Kanu. What is surprising is the fact that the APC chairman made those utterances, made those printable text on the social media. And today, that's the surprising part of it. That he made those statements, for me, is not surprising, because this is who they are. The man is coming to tell you that he is a killer. He's a tout. Imagine the kind of language he uses. That if you don't, and this is the kind of people that APC are promoting. And they are going about freely making such utterances without any consequences. This clearly tells you that this country has been overtaken by criminals, because we can't have this. Tell me, what is the difference between that man and the bandits? There's no difference. And when people say that most of the bandit activities and insecurity going on in this country are being aided by politicians, this is a clear case of it. That this kind of a man will get up, and a while ago, Angel was calling him a leader. You don't call this kind of people a leader. That he occupy the chairmanship of a political party does not make him a leader, because sometimes we need to interrogate our leadership recruitment process, because when you have this kind of people in the position of authority, I mean, behaving anyhow as if Nigeria is a motor park, I mean, it gives cause to worry that we are losing it as a nation. So it's unfortunate that this is happening, and the people in government are hearing this, and of course they are giving a deaf ear to it, and they are allowing the man to have a field day because you are a governor of your governor is from your party, so you can all support all manner of evil. These are the people who throw all manner of things against on Godwin Obaseki when he was the governor. So you see all these kind of things that are going on. So this is what it is, and all manner of scheming here and there, trying to make sure that they take charge of the entire state and bring everybody under their subjection. It's unfortunate. Okay. Thank you.
Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Okay.
That very briefly, please.
Please. I think for shame and disgrace have left on the boundaries of Nigeria. Nobody knows. Most people don't know or feel ashamed of what is going on or what they're doing. A whole party chairman is supporting throwing people out of the state or advocating the throwing of people out of the state just because they said what everybody saw as facts. The governor could not put together figures, numbers, billions, millions, and thousands. He tried several times and could not put them together. Stage fright, a former governor, a former senator, I'm sorry, and now the governor. I mean, it can't be pardoned. It's not a mistake. It's just the nature of the guy. This is who he is. Okay. He was imposed on the people. And everybody before the election knew who he was, knew his capacity, knew he was being packaged. So this is what they're going to say for the next 4 years. If the tribunal, as I expect, will not throw him out of office. This is
all right. Thank you very much,
the people.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony and Mr. Bassi.
You know, we don't have all the time. We have been given a very short time period to make these discussions. Thank you so much for being with us. But before I hand over to Angel, I want to say different messages coming in now. But I'll just take one, which is from Chris, who said in the case of Dele Farotimi's stopping the sale of Dele Farotimi's bestseller book. He said it is too late to cry when the head is off. Stopping Dele Farotimi's book now is like calling the firefighters after the house has burned down. We are not living in 15th century. Someone should tell the old man that is Afe Baba Lola. Thank you, Chris. And of course, others should also go to the comment section and tell us their thoughts on this very matter. We feel that the court erred by not inviting Dele Farotimi, the Abuja court, so that he can be able to state the reason why his book should be stopped. However, from the opinions of the people who have joined it today, it is obvious that the book is not, it may be removed from the shelves of bookstores, but not removed from the minds of the people, which obviously is going to buy them under the bridge, go slow areas. Yeah. Okay, you call them the black market. Yeah. There's always a black market sales in Nigeria. Exactly. But what about outside, of course? But then, Angel, you have the last words. Thank you, viewers, of course, for being with us today.
Yes, so my active citizens and obedient worldwide, we don't have justice system. What we have is packaged criminal system. Yes, Afe Babarola, for you to stop getting experte, my dear, it's better you stop. Because even the black market, you will be surprised that you'll be driving in that Lagos traffic. You will buy that book yourself. So there is no need. Yes, there is no need. Thank you so much for being with us. Like, share, subscribe. Thumbs up to the video. Let other obedience know what is going on. We thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. But God loves you more. Bye for now.